guys, this is Gargi. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to study the physical properties of dental materials. So, what is a physical property? Properties that describe physical characteristics of a substance and not how the substance behaves chemically. So basically, it will tell you how the substance behaves physically and not how it behaves chemically. Or you can say that a physical property is any measurable parameter that describes the state of a physical system. So let us make this clear through some examples. If we say that aluminium is malleable, what does it mean? It means that aluminium can be hammered to sheets. So basically it is telling us how it changes its physical form and not how it behaves chemically with other substances. Similarly, if we say that copper is ductile, what does it mean? It means that copper can be converted into wires and not how it behaves chemically with any other substance. We say that boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. By this, we mean that at 100 degrees Celsius, water is converted into vapor. So it's just telling us the change in its physical form and not how it behaves chemically with any other substance. Just like that, if we say that salt or sugar is soluble in water, it's just telling us the change in its physical form and not how it behaves chemically with any other substance. So, in this chapter, we are going to study the following properties: optical properties, rheological properties, electrical properties, thermal properties, and some other properties. So in this video, we will discuss about optical properties in detail. We see colors all around us. They seem to be simple, but are actually the result of complex interplay between physics and biology. So, how do we see them and what are they? Actually, colors are the way our eyes and brain perceives light. What is light? Light is a wave with each wave having a different wavelength. And the distance between two crests is known as the wavelength. Our eyes are sensitive to wavelength from approximately 400 nanometers, that is the violet color, to approximately 700 nanometers, that is red color. And this is known as the visible light spectrum. Now let us take an example. Here we have an object. So light rays of different wavelength are incident on the object, but most of them gets absorbed by it. Only light ray of a particular wavelength gets reflected back by the object, enters our eyes, goes to the back of the eye where retina is present. In the retina, cone cells are present which are sensitive to different wavelengths of light and are responsible for colored vision. Now, the light is converted into nerve impulses that are transmitted to the brain. The signals from the retina are processed by the brain to produce psychophysiological perception of color. So that's how perception of color takes place. Now, what are the dimensions of color? The dimensions of color are hue, value, and chroma. So let us study them in detail. What is hue? Hue is the dominant color of an object, like red, green, yellow, or blue. So basically, this represents the dominant wavelength present in the spectral distribution. Here you can see different hues. What is value? Value is the lightness or darkness of a color. It can be measured independent of hue and it is independent of color. So here you can see as the intensity decreases, white color becomes dark. So the value decreases from left to right. Next is chroma. What is chroma? Chroma is the degree of saturation of hue. So it is basically the measurement of color intensity. Here you can see that the intensity of color decreases from left to right. So how do we measure color? Measurement of color can be done by two systems. First is the Munsell color system and second is the CIE color system. In the Munsell color system, it consists of three independent dimensions represented cylindrically in three different directions. So here you can see that value increases from 0, that is black color, to 10, that is white color, vertically. Chroma increases from center to outward for a particular color. And hue is shown as specific colors arranged around the circumferential direction. In the CIE-LAB color system, L represents the lightness value, which increases from 0, that is black color, to 100, that is white color, vertically. A and B represents the red, green and yellow, blue axis. Here you can see that positive A is red color, negative A is green color, positive B is yellow color and negative B is blue color. What is metamerism? Metamerism is the change in color matching of two objects under different light sources. So here you can see that under sunlight, these two objects match in color. But under this light of bulb, these two objects do not match in color. So such a phenomena is known as metamerism, and such a pair of objects are known as metameric pair. Now, what is fluorescence? What happens is natural tooth absorbs light at shorter wavelengths, that is 300 to 400 nanometer, which is not visible to the human eye. This energy that the tooth absorbs is converted into light with longer wavelengths, with the tooth now becoming a source of light. So, this property of absorption of radiation of a particular wavelength and its re-emission as a radiation of a longer wavelength is called fluorescence. We will talk about the other properties in our upcoming videos. If you're watching this video, do like, comment below, share this with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Also, press the bell icon if you don't want to miss any updates from my channel. Thank you. Bye-bye.